Right, so I actually just recorded this video, but I was out of focus. So, take two. So the other day today is Tuesday, on Saturday, whether you knew this or not, I've said it in previous videos, I do play football about 3 times a week, and on Saturday for my team, club football in the morning, it was in about second half, and quite early in the second half, I kind of like lunged for the ball. I don't know when it was in particular, but yeah, my groin kind of felt a bit tight. But during the game, it kind of felt right, but then towards the end of the game, it started getting really tight. And then at the end of the game, it was really tight. So it wasn't like extremely painful, but it wasn't like a standard knock, something you could run off. I knew that in the coming days, I was gonna have to treat this injury with a bit more caution in comparison to just getting like a knock. Get a knock on the foot, I don't know. But basically, that was the case. And on Monday, yesterday, I did actually do a lower body workout, and I had to work around my groin injury because it's still tight to the point where I can't actually do my usual exercises. Otherwise, I would have definitely strained it more. And with that said, with the workout I did to work around my groin injury, it actually went really well. And it actually enhanced the recovery process of my groin injury. And so in today's video, stay tuned as I'm going to give you those tips and help you work around an injury you may be incurring yourself for your workouts. Okay, so first thing first, I want to actually reiterate what we're talking about, the injury to work around. So if it's like a light, I don't know, a little cut on the wrist, the bump on the forehead, I don't know, pretty much little like light injuries where they're very easy to forget, like very easy to ignore, and they don't actually cause any form of discomfort when doing any form of exercise, any movement. You don't need to worry about that, okay? Just get on with your usual workout, and if you're moaning about that, stop being a pussy. But at the same time, you may have a very serious injury, such as a lower back injury, and if it's painful as it is without working out with this lower back injury, don't try and work out around it. Get a doctor, see a chiropractor ASAP, and focus on recovery. I actually had a person message me the other day saying how they're in so much pain because they've been trying to work around this lower back pain. I'm just like, mate, forget the working out, see a doctor or a chiropractor and focus on getting that better, because working out will just make it even worse. So with these injuries I'm talking about, such as my groin, they aren't major, like it's nothing serious to the point where you can't actually work out, but it's actually serious to the point where you actually have to manipulate the types of exercises you do, because the injury is actually put under quite a high degree of discomfort when you try and do certain movements, which was the case for my groin. So first things first, whether it is a shoulder injury, bicep injury, groin injury, when the injured region has to be is involved in your workout, so for example my groin and lower body, of course you want to do your mobility work to warm up, as you should be doing, making sure everything's nice and loose and ready to go, and warm up, for crying out loud, okay? Yes, this workout you're going to be doing is going to be less intense than your usual workouts, but that is not valid enough to miss out the warming up portion, okay? Otherwise you will injure yourself even more, which is not what we want. And as you are warming up, you want to kind of experiment with some exercises, see what's comfortable, see what's not comfortable. So for me, for example, I was doing standard bodyweight squats, and although this felt all right, my groin did kind of tighten up a bit when doing the squat in the bottom to middle part of the range of motion. So I knew if I added a bit more weight to it, it was going to probably maybe not really like it. And as well as that, I knew any lateral lunge, pistol squat, lunges, that was not going to be good for my groin. So those types of exercises were already out of the equation. But the top to middle range of motion of the squat actually felt alright. So what I did with my exercises, with my exercise selection, is I focused on box squats, single leg box squats. exercises where I didn't actually feel any discomfort in my groin, where I could still target the muscles I intend to target as efficiently and effectively as possible without feeling any discomfort in my groin. When you decide to select an exercise where you don't feel discomfort originally, if you do start to feel some discomfort, stop it immediately. Mission abort. It is not worth trying to work around and then make the injury even worse. If you do your workout correctly, you can actually encourage blood flow in the injured region the right way. But if you are doing exercises your injury doesn't like, you may not even hurt the injury even more, but then cause injuries elsewhere, because as your injured muscle or whatever doesn't want to work, all the muscles around it are going to have to work harder. So there's going to be all different types of muscle spasms and you're going to hurt yourself, mate. So don't do it. Just take it nice and easy, okay? The aim of this workout is not to make some gains. It is just to try and get as good a workout as possible whilst treating your injury with some respect. And so yes, take it nice and easy. Only do exercises you are comfortable with doing. And of course we have to reduce the intensity. In order to reduce the intensity, one way you can do it is, like I said with the squat example, reduce the range of motion so that you can still perform part of the range of motion to a comfortable degree, whilst not feeling any discomfort in your injured region. But one thing I did on top of that is with every exercise, I increased the time under tension. So I would do slower eccentric portions of the repetitions. And on top of that, when I came up, I really squeezed the muscle, applying the mind-muscle connection, feeling the muscle contract. Okay, this is getting really deep now. But basically, you just want to really feel the muscles you are working, so you can actually get more out of the workout despite the intensity of it being reduced. And of course, reducing intensity, please don't, if your aim is strength like myself, don't stay with low reps. You've got to go high in reps, hypertrophy 6 to 12, maybe even 10 to 15. Keep it nice and easy so we can enhance the recovery of the injury rather than prolong it. As we are increasing the time under tension, we are giving more volume to our muscles each set. So with that said, it is advisable to reduce the volume because you simply don't need as much volume. So you're not going to train as intensely as you are usually, so don't expect to get the same quality workout out of it, if that makes sense. Nice and easy, people. And as you finish the workout, if you did it correctly, following these tips, you may have actually experienced, as I did myself, your injury may actually feel a bit better as you have done it correctly and encourage blood flow in the injured region positively rather than aggravating it. If your injury feels worse, then I'm sorry, you've done something wrong and ignored my advice. And although this is great with treating your injury with some respect in your workouts, you also want to make sure you're treating it with respect outside your workouts, giving your body the right nutrition, getting enough sleep, actually treating the injury with cold applications, cold baths, cold showers, ice packs, or even warmer therapies such as heat pads. I've heard heat pads can do well. Some types of gel that can help relieve muscle tightness, etc. Right, let me just pause it real quick because I forgot to mention flexibility. Remember your flexibility, guys, but take it easy. Take it nice and easy. All right, got that? Sweet. Back to the video. If you want to get back to your usual training sooner, you've got to treat your injury with a bit more care and respect. And so with that said, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed this video, especially for those who actually have an injury. If you apply these tips and they helped you, make sure to let me know. And if you have an injury right now that you can actually work out around, but you have to actually modify your routine, like I did myself, feel free to let me know, as if it worked well for me, I can make sure it works well for you, my friend. So stay safe, train smart, stay tuned for future content as always, and I'll catch you all in the next video.